Hi, this is Stephanie with Freedom Ranch Equestrian Connections, and in this video we will try to show you our day one of implementing the imprinting of young foals pioneered by Dr. Robert Miller. So ideally you would be there at the time of birth, and you would begin the imprinting process immediately after birth. However, we started about 36 hours after he was born.
Now the milk powder.
So the idea behind the imprinting method, as described by Dr. Robert Miller, is to take advantage of the critical learning times, which are right after birth and about 2 to 3 days following, when we have the unique opportunity to influence the horse's mind immediately and permanently. Horses are precocial species, which means they are born fully neurologically developed, and we take advantage of this time to present ourselves and integrate ourselves as part of the herd and as a dominant horse. So step number one is to gently lay down the foal on one side and desensitize the whole body, including all body openings, with about 50 to 100 repetitions, and release the pressure when the foal has no flight reaction. So basically, the foal accepts things as normal. Things can be in your mouth, things can go over your ears, we can pet your body and touch you everywhere, and nothing bad happens to you, is the general idea. We apply the pressure with rhythm, and we only release when the foal is calm. If the foal has a reaction, then we continue to apply the stimuli until the foal is relaxed and calm and accepts it.
More. And your head there, like that, like that. Good.
When we position the foal, when it's laying down, it's important to do a lateral flexion with the head. So we lock that position in, but it is very important to not apply too much pressure and have good timing when we release. It's very important to not obstruct the nostrils and to, of course, again, be very gentle with the head and neck, yet not allow the foal to escape, because psychologically that would be teaching the foal the opposite message of what we want to portray. It would be permanently imprinting that the foal could escape from stimuli and pressure, and that's the best route to take. Obviously, we don't want to do that. So for the sake of keeping this video relatively short, we have cut some of the repetitions of the training out. But the general idea is to start with desensitizing the face, the poll, the ears, lips, gums, mouth, and nostrils, and then move on to desensitizing the chest, and then flexing and extending the legs, including tapping on the hoofs, which then prepares them for what the farrier is going to have to do later on in life. Also, the tail and bottom in between his hind legs, as well as saddle area, girth area, and
For the lateral flexion.
later using all different kinds of stimuli, such as a spray bottle, a towel, newspaper, clippers, large plastic bag, preferably white or black, so that the foal can see it easily.
To him nicely. Say, Zoro, we love you. Welcome to the world.
Good boy.
Beautiful little boy. Good boy. And rub with rhythm. Rub with rhythm.
Also, whatever we do on one side, we do on the other, so we did have to turn the foal over and repeat the entire protocol on the other side.
Right. Seems like it's time to turn it over. Good girl. Good girl. Now rub his face.
The other thing that helps keep the fall in place is folding the hind leg forward and kind of and as well as the front leg and keeping them together. This is why using two people is actually best, one to hold the fall in the correct position and the other person to apply the pressure.
No, don't lose him. Flex the head, flex the head, flex the head, flex the head. Okay, good. 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 Rub him. Okay. Very good. Rub his body. Excellent. Flex the head.
He's definitely way feistier on this side.
I'll bring Eden on the other side so we can maybe see her better. Come over here. Here's your mama.
So again, it's very important to release the pressure at the right time. Otherwise, we may be permanently imprinting the wrong thing and the wrong idea. You only release the pressure when you feel that the fall is relaxed and no longer thinking flight.
Very good.
What we
Go.
need to also account for is that some of these falls are very strong, even though they're newborn. So it's best to have one person to hold the mare, one person to hold the foal, and another person to do
And maybe rub his
the
back.
stimulating motions.
There you go.
And yet again, my daughter is only 11 years old and she's the one handling the fall right now. So, with the correct technique, it is very possible to be successful.
Good job. Very good. Flaccid is what you want, and that's exactly what's happening. Good job. He is excellent. Okay, now just rub his little body and his head and talk to him nicely and say that we love him and he's safe and we will never intentionally hurt him and that he's welcome here.
Another thing to keep in mind is when we control a flight in a horse of any age, we establish a leadership position. And horses never forget anything. So, whatever we're teaching him now, we're teaching him for life. He will remember. And he does. 6 months later, he remembers everything. And basically, all training that we've done after these 2 first days improves and enhances the responses we've already taught him.
Is he feeling relaxed here?
Yep.
Okay.
He feels totally like I can just bend him around everywhere.
Okay. And now
The lateral flexion of the head may seem exaggerated, but we need to remember that that's actually the in neutral position. And on top of it, we're already teaching him how to flex, how to one rein stop, how to be soft.
so he knows that
And again, that's permanent, and he remembers.
Good boy. Good boy. There's your mama.
If I can get him in that kind of position.
Just rub his backside and just rub him. Don't try to restrain him. Just rub him. There you go. Just rub. Well, that went easier than I thought.
Yeah, way easier.
Let me rub him a little bit. Can you stay with Eden here? Yes. You can stay with Mama. You can stay with Mama. Good boy. Yeah, that's a good drink you're having, huh? Good drink you're having. Good boy. Good boy.
We truly had great success with the imprinting method of training our foal. To see session 2, please look for the next video. This video shows only day 1, session 1, when the foal was only 32 hours old. We will show day 2 and beyond, and also all that he knows by the age of 6 months old. which is pretty much everything. He's already got a trim from the farrier and stood perfectly still. He trailers, goes through water, disengages, spins, and does the sending exercise, lunges, and of course we are doing it in fall mode, which is not like
32 hours old.
grown
Grown
horse. We are not looking for speed from him, just good attitude and correct, safe movement. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.
Good boy. Okay, good, successful.